This was the first time that I captured where the UFO orb. I summon these telepathically, similar to Robert Bingham in California. I find it hard to believe. It's been 5 years. So I've had a red one appear, and sometimes I follow them. This is on a beach in Sydney, so you usually have to walk up the hill. I usually have to follow them, and sometimes they just switch off totally. So it was towards the end of the day. I had a very good red one appear, and also the week before. And then all of a sudden, I walked up the hill and switched off. So this was getting close to sunset. I see red flashes. There it is there. For the first time, I catch what looks like a rod. And it's very bright on this side. So I assume that's where the UFO orbs come out of and re enter when they're finished. So it's some sort of drone or surveillance orb. I have had these for numerous years, so I can just put the Instagram account up, and I'll quickly show you the other one. The week before, when the orbs appear, normally there's a white one, which is ellipsoid shape or whatever shape, but it's rarely perfectly round. So I had this one appear, and just when someone stopped me, who said, "I'm the guy that films the UFO orbs," and I showed his children, we saw red flashes next to us. So I quickly ran about 20 or 30 feet, and this is what I caught. Out of the orbs, in this case there was I think two, and you can see some gooey material. There's the red one, and it switched off. So I had to quickly walk up and grab a vertical pole to put the camera on, hoping it would switch on again. So that's what I capture when it switched on. So these are the type of objects we're looking at. I'm using Olympus SP100 and double E. That's the next photo. So obviously there's two orbs together, and that's the object at one other angle as it comes out of the orbs, the red object. So all you see is a pulsating red light. You don't actually see what I see. That's when I zoom in and take a photo. And that's the other image. So all I do is quickly use a rapid sequence photos to catch it before it switches off. And that's what I've had quite a few of these red ones appear very frequently now. Sometimes I would see just red flashes. So here I had two spinning together, and I just caught it, obviously. Just raise the camera quickly, use the red laser cross viewfinder on top, and just quickly shoot and zoom. So we're looking probably between 100 to 200 zoom on these photos. And this is where I use some contrast on the image to make it darker, so you can see the actual structure of the objects. So there they are. So there's two objects spinning together. So it's very common with orbs. Either you get one usually, or two appear instantaneously. And this is just an example. You've got something that should look like a balloon, but when you examine the tether or antenna, what they call, it is red still, and down the end you've got lumpy material that branches out. So some become perfectly rounded, and they seem to resemble balloons, so that's where the process goes around it. Which brings us back to this magical photo. They floated away. I don't know if the orb had entered the rod by then, but they just floated away. It was sunset, and obviously their job was done. I don't know what that job is, so I communicate telepathically. I get all these orbs appear. Yesterday, which was the 20th of May 2018, I had at least 10 or 12 aiming towards me. Some switched off, they were very tiny, but then I caught the others on camera. So this one was very rare because all I saw was red flashes, and I just took that magical photo, and you see the red orb right there, and all of a sudden this rod appears. And if you look at the rod closer, and it helps to tilt the screen a fraction, you'll see there's quite a few openings. It looks like a meteor type of object. It's a few rough edges, a few openings. It's not rounded or smooth by any long shot. There it is there.